Do you have feelings of inadequacy? Do you suffer from shyness? Do you sometimes wish you were more assertive? If you answered yes to any of these questions, ask your doctor or pharmacist about tequila.
And side effects may include dizziness, nausea, vomiting, incarceration, erotic lustfulness, loss of motor control, loss of clothing, loss of money, loss of virginity, delusions of grandeur, table dancing, headache, dehydration, dry mouth, and a desire to sing karaoke and play all-night rounds of strip poker, truth or dare, and make a twister. Warning, the consumption of alcohol may make you think you're whispering when you're not. It's a major factor in dancing like a retard. May cause you to tell your friends over and over again that you're in love with them. Also may cause you to think you can sing. Alcohol may lead you to believe that ex-lovers are really dying for you to telephone them at 4 in the morning. Alcohol may make you think you can logically converse with members of the opposite sex without spitting. It may create the illusion that you are tougher, smarter, faster, and better looking than most people. And it may lead you to think people are laughing with you. Alcohol may cause pregnancy. And it also may be a major factor in getting your ass kicked.
So what are you waiting for?
And one more for good luck. Okie dokie. It tastes so good though. It tastes so fucking good straight. Like with no mixer. Ooh. It's just a bit strong, but this is liquid fucking gold. Right here. Liquid fucking gold. Literally. I would marry this. No way I finished half of it. But yeah, I'm normally like a spirits girl. Like I like my soju. If you watch my first talking video, then you know. I like my soju. I like my vodka type shit. But I also really love Jack Daniels and Desperado. I do think Desperado is better than Jack Daniels, but it is more expensive, so. But I didn't pay for it, obviously. You know, I got sticky fingers. 5-finger discount. Shh. But yeah, fuck capitalism, fuck all of that shit. Honestly, I don't understand why people are so brainwashed into like actually spending money. Like, honestly, money is such like a social construct. Like, you don't have to spend money. Like, honestly, like all this shit that you see around me, bro, this is so much shit. I cannot tell you a single thing that I've paid for. Honestly, like, let me actually try and find something that I've actually paid for. That fucking calendar over there. I've got a calendar here. I paid £1. This is the only thing I can really find that I've paid for. I paid £1. Oh, and my bong. Like, everything else, honestly, is probably gifted or stolen. And, majority stolen. But, like, I also have, like, little tiny things that, like, my friends give me and stuff. But most of it, honestly, like, I am a kleptomaniac. Like, I have a lot of fucking mental illnesses. And, like, I know I keep saying this, but, like, you know, I'm not saying this to be fucking cool or like to be like, I'm so mentally ill. No, like genuinely though, like, I got like sort of a diagnosis, not my whole diagnosis, because I was waiting for my autism and my ADHD diagnosis. But I mean, not my autism, because I still have to do the second part of the test. Which is next month in April. So I will get my autism diagnosis then, like after I've done that part. But I did get. Can you guys see that ADHD report? Okay, I'm going to show you guys what they fucking diagnosed me with. They said I got emotional dysregulation, generalized anxiety and depression, substance misuse, and traits of ADHD. Yeah. So, yeah, let's unpack that for a second. Emotional dysregulation, generalized anxiety and depression, and what was the other one? ADHD and Was that it? No. No, surely not. Surely freaking not. Oh, substance misuse. How could I forget that? I'm a drug addict. No, but for real though, like my drug addiction used to be a lot worse. But I am still very much a drug addict, like very, very much. I really need to pee. Okay, I'm gonna have to pee or I'm gonna piss myself. I have really bad cat bladder. Okay, I'm back. I just pissed. Yeah, alcohol makes me pee. I forgot what I was talking about, of course. I think I was talking about how much of a drug addict I am. I used to be a lot worse, like a lot worse. Like when I was younger, when I was like, I'd say like 16, 17. I still am 17, it's my birthday soon though, but when I was 16, 17, 15, like it was the worst. I did start doing drugs when I was like class A drugs anyway, when I was 14, but I also, by the way, I do not condone anything I am talking about. This is just me reiterating my own experiences and sharing it on the internet because honestly, I don't know why. Honestly, probably because I'm an attention whore. So yeah. But you know, hopefully if someone can relate to what I'm saying and can find comfort in the fact that they're not alone in this, because I know I have felt so horribly alone in all of this, and I still do. I mean, it's not really a feeling that like goes away, but it's like it's really easy, I feel, in the country that I live in England, to fall into drugs. Like genuinely, like the way high school went for me personally in my area. Obviously this is like so like specific to like where I live, and like this would be different for everybody depending on where they live. Do you get what I mean? But where in my area where I grew up for like half of my life, throughout high school anyway, it's not a very nice area. And especially the high school that I went to, it was one of the worst high schools in my area. Like there was so many like news reports, etc., about it. Just loads of fucked up shit. And honestly, I should have listened to the reputation that it had and went to a different high school. But obviously I didn't because it was the closest one to me, and all my friends in year 6 were going to it. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll go to this high school. Oh boy, oh fucking boy. Yeah, as you can probably tell by looking at me, high school wasn't very fun for me. It wasn't very enjoyable, and I honestly don't remember much of high school. Even though I was in high school, like, I finished high school 2023, so I was in high school like 2 years ago. But I honestly, like, I don't remember much because obviously COVID happened, and I just stopped going into school after COVID. I was in year 9 when COVID happened, or year 8, I don't even remember. But honestly, after the like COVID, I just like basically stopped going into school, and I also started doing drugs around that time. I really hate how annoying I sound and how annoying I'm being off this fucking drink. I'm really sorry. I think it's because I keep looking at myself and like there's this sort of projection going on in my mind. But like it's really pissing me off. I wish I could just like exit out. Like, you fucking bitch. I fucking hate this whore on my fucking screen. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do that. Okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's going away now, it's just one of them pressure dots, but it's going away. Yeah, it's gone away, I think, hopefully it will fully go away. But, I don't know if I'm gonna post this because, like, I'm being so fucking insufferable. And it is, what time is it? It is 3:30 right now, and I am drunk as fuck. I have not slept in however many fucking days. I am so horribly alone. I was wearing this fucking Trainspotting t-shirt earlier. I fucking love Trainspotting, guys. You guys don't understand. And I look in the mirror. There's fucking cum stains all over my fucking favorite shirt. I blame Mikey. You know what you done. Naughty. But honestly, I don't even know. I've just been so miserable for like the majority of my life, to be honest. I'm so alone. I'm just like wandering through time and space trying to figure shit out. And I can't. I literally can't. I can't figure shit out for myself. Like I do, but at the same time, it's like I'm always. Nothing I do is really original, is it? Not that I'm trying to be original. Like, I'm not trying to be anything. I'm just trying to be myself. Whatever that comes off across as has nothing to do with me, because I guess it's like everyone's own personal interpretation of what I am. And obviously, my own interpretation of what I am is completely different to how you'd interpret me. Same way as if I met you guys, or if I watched a video of you guys, I'd sorry, English is not my first language, so like I do like stumble on my words a lot. But yeah, just same way that I would think of you differently to how you think of yourself, etc, etc. I really need a fucking cigarette, so let me come back. Oh, hello. I got my pink ashtray. It is pink, by the way. But what did I do today? Oh yeah. I don't know if I can show that on camera. Maybe it's a good thing that I fell. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you guys about the day that I had today. Hold on. So today, I didn't sleep. What was I doing yesterday? I actually don't really remember. Probably fucking. Let me take a guess, because I genuinely can't remember right now. Yesterday I was shitposting, most likely. Yeah, definitely was. On Instagram. I was fucking. Whatchamacallit? Why is this 22 minutes long? Oh. All of my fucking videos end up being so long, and I feel like it's just because I'm rambling. I ramble and I ramble and I ramble. I hope I look good. But I went to college this morning. I did. I left the house, believe it or not. I almost forgot about that. What the fuck? Yeah, I went to college at like 10 in the morning. to pick up some shit. I do fashion in college. It's like really hard for me to like do school and like commit to like pretty much anything, not just school, but pretty much everything and anything, honestly. I find it very difficult to stay in one place. But I also find it very difficult with change and like unwanted change anyway. And yeah, I don't really know. I guess recently, I mean, I was writing a lot of poetry earlier as well, because I've not really been feeling the best recently. I've not really been feeling like myself. Not like I ever really have, but recently I've just been feeling like something's missing, and like I've lost something, but I can't seem to figure out what that is. But one thing I do know is that I did used to be a lot happier. I remember, I'm trying to remember a time I was happier, but I don't really know. Sorry this got so fucking emo, but honestly, like, this life shit is like so unbelievably unreal to me, because I be fucking like hallucinating all the time, and like one thing that hallucinating has taught me is that, you know, you can't really differentiate like imagination from reality. It's very hard to anyways. Especially when you're like me and you don't really sleep a lot. That's when it comes out the most for me, or when I'm on drugs. I don't want to say it's all bad. Sometimes, like, I know when I'm hallucinating majority of the time, but when I don't, that's when it gets like scary, and that's when I start to question a lot of things. And like this morning, when I was coming back home on the tram, I kept hearing my name like being screamed on the tram, like somebody was calling out for me, like very, very desperately. But obviously nobody was. But it seemed so real that I had a genuine reaction to it. I was like, what? What? And then I shortly realised after there was barely anybody on the tram. It was like, what, like 11 a.m. or some shit. And this has happened so many times before, but every time this kind of shit happens, I always think to myself, like, you know, if you technically can't really differentiate a hallucination from reality, what really goes to say that any of this is real? Like, you know, what if this is all just some big hallucination? Or something more than a hallucination, like something bigger than that. And I think about this all the time. I also have a lot of derealization issues, and I do realize a lot. I remember I started derealizing when I was like 13-ish, when I first started smoking weed. I remember the first time I ever greened out. Not the first time I ever smoked. No. Started smoking weed when I was about in year 7. I got into like hard drugs and like class A's when I was like 14, but when I started high school, everybody was smoking weed. Well, not everybody, but technically everybody in my year was smoking weed. I remember I had this friend called Dylan, and his mum had cancer at the time, and she used to get prescribed like medical cannabis, and she used to also smoke like normal weed, like, you know, strains and shit, fucking some good weed, some good like street weed. And he used to I remember the first ever zoot I got on was me and like my friends at the time. I didn't really have many friends of high school in the rest of high school, but in my first year of high school in year 7, I did have like this group of friends, like very small group of friends. And I remember he invited us to this field like next to our college, and he was like, "Oh guys, I've got a surprise for everyone." And we'd all been fucking drinking like strongbows before college and shit. And like I remember I had this friend called Lucas who used to absolutely raid the local corner shop of Smirnoff Ice, and we used to just drink it before school. And anyways, yeah, I remember the first year I ever got on. Dylan like says he's got a surprise for us, and he's like, oh yeah, come to the field before college. I mean, not before college, before school. I got a surprise for you guys. So we go there, and we're all, there's about like 5 or 6 of us or some shit, maybe a bit less actually. And then he pulls out this fucking dimp that he's clearly stolen from his mum's ashtray or something. It was like a half smoking zoot, or maybe like probably less than that. And like we was all going around like the rotation like and I barely fucking knew how to inhale back then. Like I remember back then like I didn't know how to inhale, like I'd learned by then because I'd smoked I think a tiny bit of weed, but not really. This was like the proper zoot I proper got high on. And yeah, I remember Bargain Bazaar was fucking selling like 11-year-old me and all my 11-year-old friends at the time fucking £5 Richmond. If you live in, if you know, actually I'm not even gonna say, but if you know about the £5 Richmond, then you know. Well, now they're £5, but I'm pretty sure back then when I was in year 7, right, we're in fucking recession, inflation is going up like crazy. But back then when I was in year 7, I'm pretty sure we used to get them for like $3.99 or like £4. Yeah, like £4, $3.99 from Bargain Bazaar. They used to sell us a whole deck of fake ass Richmond. $3.99, and we used to smoke them. I remember my friends talking about Nicky Rush and being like, "Oh, I feel the Nicky Rush, oh." And then I used to be there like barely even inhaling. Like I didn't even know what inhaling was. I used to be like, "Oh yeah, I'm getting the Nicky Rush. I can feel the Nicky Rush." Bitch, I did not fucking know what the fuck they was talking about, okay? Until I found out very shortly after when I did start properly inhaling. And then obviously, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, that fucking zoot with Dylan. Yeah. So he gets us all in the spliff, and then I remember my first lesson was English, and I go into English. So we was all a bit late for school that day because of the spliff, and then I go into English, and bro, I am like zapped. I am zapped, completely zapped. And ever since that day, like me and all my friends just started like smoking hella weed. And some of my friends would also smoke like THC liquid, which turns out was fucking spice, right? If you was around for the spice epidemic of like 2018 onwards, or even a little bit before 2018, like the spice epidemic, yeah, it was fucking crazy, like completely crazy. I think it was worse because we was so young that we honestly didn't know any better, and we didn't know the difference between like the real shit and fucking spice. Do you get what I mean? So like I had friends that were like hooked on that shit from like such a young age, and it's honestly so sad to even think about, but yeah, honestly, like high school, bro. High school in the UK is fucking crazy, bro. Like, I, my first couple years of high school until COVID happened were like absolutely crazy. After COVID, I completely became a shut-in. Like, I remember when COVID did happen, like, this was obviously a couple years later, and like I was like a chronic weed smoker, like chronically smoking weed, like I do now. And yeah, I remember not smoking weed for like a month. And I'm guessing this happened because of my body weight and because I was a literal child, but I must have been like 13 or 12 maybe at the time. And I remember I hadn't smoked weed for like a quite a while. I don't remember why, but I went back out with my friend Lucas at the time, and then we smoked a spliff, and we got on the tram. And by the way, the guy we used to buy weed off, he was like really fucking dodgy. Like this might have to be another story for another day, but like he was extremely dodgy. He was 2 years above us, so he would have been in like year 11 or maybe college at that time. And then his friend was like really creepy towards one of my friends, and like, I don't even want to talk about that right now. But anyways, about the drug dealer, he was a really dodgy guy, and he sold us some really dodgy weed, like really dodgy to the point where that shit was definitely not fucking weed, bro. That shit was fucking spice. Anyways, so I hadn't smoked weed for a month, and then I get on the Zoot with my friends thinking it's all chilling. Oh, I'm excited to smoke this weed. Anyways, we smoke the Zoot, and then we get on the Met straight away. And then we're getting on the Met back to our area now. And bro, I greened out so fucking bad. That was the first ever like experience of derealization I ever had, and it wasn't just derealization. It was like I was completely out of my body. It was more like a not really astral projection, but it was more than derealizing. It was like I was like in a fucking trance. Like I was watching my life. Like it felt like myself, like me, my consciousness was like here, and then I was like watching my body like move and react to the world, and then I was watching the world through my eyes, obviously, and I was looking around, and I couldn't even recognize the tram. I couldn't recognize humans. I couldn't recognize, like, I genuinely it like the best way to describe it is that it felt like as if like I was an alien, like that had just been zapped into this random ass body that happened to be me on that tram at that moment. And I was looking around, like, imagine you now going to an alien planet, right, that you've never seen before in your life. I was looking around and I was like trying to keep my calm and not like freak out, and I was like hyperventilating because I didn't want to like actively freak out, but I was like hyperventilating. I was looking around, I couldn't even recognize my own like area that I'd lived in for years, and it was fucking scary as shit. And after that day, like the derealization, after the high stopped, the derealization didn't. Like I kept on derealizing. Wait, I need to pee again. But yeah, that's really where it all started, and yeah, 40 minutes. Oh my god. I mean, 37. That is a really long time. I'm gonna stop fucking talking. I feel like I should stop talking. I should have stopped talking a long fucking time ago. I feel like I need to learn how to like conclude my words a bit better, but also I don't really like the thought of like retaking the video. Like I don't like yeah, this is like almost 40 minutes long, but I'm not gonna stop the video and then like retell everything that I've just said. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Honestly, if it ends up being 40 minutes, and it ends up being 40 minutes, if you guys have made it to this point, like, honestly, well fucking done. Bravo. I love you, honestly. Like, you've seriously listened to me talk that for that long. I don't know how. I don't think I could do that. Honestly, I think if I was somebody else, I would genuinely hate myself even more than I do already. But, yeah. I guess I'll see you guys out. Again, I don't really want this video to be too long, but, I guess that was my little drunken rant about fucking, I don't know, a little bit more of a piece of my life, I guess. So many more stories to come, guys. This is just the tip of the iceberg. In fact, we've not even reached the tip of the iceberg, I feel. But let me know if you guys want me to make more videos, or if you guys want me to stop. Give me all the hate in the world and I will stop, I promise. But yeah. I have a lot of shit to say, to be honest. Fuck, it's almost 40 minutes. But yeah, bye guys! Bye! Okay, bye-bye.